just to recap, I'll just show you in the code. So this is my version of the code, the version 1. So the only things we're really going to change is this line here, line 55, and we change these here to allow us to have up to 255 nodes. Now here you can see I've got it set so it be as if it's the 6th node I'd created. Then here, this when you first get it will come as 1. And when you first set it up and you've set your node ID, I would recommend you upload this once to your Arduino. So this only takes a few seconds. And then I would suggest, because this will now set up the EEPROM for us. So basically next we need to set this to a 0 and re-upload it. Again, this will take a few seconds. And the reason we do this, if you were to leave it as 1, as I did in the first times using this sketch and not fully understanding what I was doing, I couldn't understand it wasn't saving the stuff to the EEPROM when I changed it within JMRI. To get the most out of this, I have been using the version 5.8 plus this R blah 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 7 number. And after speaking with David, he suggested I needed to update this to version 5.9.4, and this will allow us to have the sliders show up in the configuration tool. So if we go to here and I open this one, once it loads up, at the moment you'll see for the servo positions I'm getting this here, and we type the numbers in. If we use the later version, which I'll show you shortly, you'll see sliders being used. So I'm now in the jmri.org site, and if we scroll down to here and we go to downloads, what we need to look at is this one. Now there is a later release. I'm going with 5.94 because this is what David has advised me to do. So if we click on here and then we scroll down, we get the information, and then what you need to do is download. Now I'm using a Windows machine, so I would download the exe file. So I'm in the download folder where I brought the file, and if I double click on this, if it's the first time you've tried to run it, you will get the warning message coming up from Windows that you have to say you trust this file. But because I've already tried to do this once, it's going to stop me doing it. But if we click yes, and then next, next, I'm happy to accept these settings. Next, 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 and then we let it install. Now I will shorten the video, or this section of the video, because it does take a little while for it to do it. So once we get to this point where it says completed, we click next and then finish. You'll then see we've got the icons on the desktop, so we should be able to run the program. Now I tend to use Panel Pro, so I'll start this up, and again this will take a few seconds to start up depending on your machine. So we've now got the latest version. Now it remembered my settings from my previous installation that I'm using the LCC, using the Merg CAN USB 4 on COM port 4. And then if we go here to configuration nodes, open this one. Obviously this will take a few seconds to load, and when we go to here, you'll now see we've got the sliders showing. So this is as far as I'm taking it in this video. I know I did promise I would show you how we got the servo moving by pressing the button in the last video, but I feel keeping these videos short to revisit it. To help me to promote these videos, it would be handy if you would take the time, please, and like the video or even dislike the video, as this helps with the YouTube algorithm to spread these videos to other people. Okay, thank you for watching.